seems to me that there's an opportunity here to do something which is quite unique, which is not going on anywhere else in Europe, namely to bring together people in their late 20s and 30s who resonate with what I've been saying, together with elderly people, provided elderly people are prepared to learn the skills of social media. We need to create an intergenerational project. I get fed up with people who are saying, this is a youth project, this will be for young people. You know, okay, so the rest of us will just sit around and get, you know.
Islamophobia is one single word to describe thousands of different realities all through Europe. So we need to find, again, a way to address these people. Some of them are illy intended in their action, and we need to respond with the law. Some of them are feeling something sincerely, some sincere fear about Islam. They have been misinformed, they have been subjected to an actual fear because they are suffering in their everyday life because loss of jobs and hardship, economic hardship and social distance between people in our modern societies, and they find Muslims as a scapegoat. So how do you address these people? With a stick? Or do you try to explain, or are you trying to touch their heart and change this negative feeling about Islam into something more constructive?
And when you talk about Muslims, it's a very diverse community group, and if you look at a lot of the kind of issues impacting those community groups, prior to 9/11 and 7/7, they were hugely affected by a lot of social inequality and are the most disengaged, the most disadvantaged, and suffering from a lot of issues of poverty.
We are fed up, completely. We say, no progress. It's even becoming worse in Europe now, or in Germany it's becoming worse. And therefore, I feel it's so important to be connected within Europe between groups who are locally or regionally have been very active over a period of time. We are not to invent new groups, but to strengthen, to empower those groups who are working, as you say, working the relationships.
I don't think we can combat Islamophobia, but what we can do is try to make people aware of how Muslims are feeling and what impact it's having on the world, and to try to get people together who would be willing to think of new projects and to bring new ideas of how to go forward. You need to also work on the emotional and psychological aspect that Islamophobia is having on Muslims, and as a result it's stopping people who can make a difference from actually getting involved in projects like this.
We need to talk, and we need to talk. Now when that begins to happen, that's when the creative spark really begins to come. That's how we did it in the 60s. That's how, and why can't we do it now? Why do we always have, we've been now here an hour and a half, we can't have a meeting, I must go home now. We've got to somehow find a way of this type of talking, this type of meeting, where we get together and all the rest of it. So that's what and then I think I can tell you, I can't tell you now, but there will be some amazing things which will come out of Dortmund, practical things, everything you wish, but new things. But the new things will only come out of those tears and anger and all the rest of it, which will be experienced. So that's what you asked me what I hope. That's what I hope will really begin to happen among the groups which will come to Germany next year.